Hi, this is Darren Brown with Darren Buys Homes Cash. I am a local cash investor right here in Sacramento and also a California licensed real estate broker. Today, what I wanted to share with you is how you can actually sell your home by yourself for sale by owner without paying any realtor fees. If you do this, you're probably going to save anywhere from 25,000 plus, depending on the price of your home. So there are about 4 steps that you're going to need to take, and we're going to run through them at the body of the description. I'll leave you some links so you can use those for your vetting and marketing tools. So let's get started. The first thing that you're going to want to do is make sure that you determine the proper price. And this is crucial. If you do this wrong, you're going to be crushed. You're going to lose all your potential profits. And at the same time, if you don't do it right, you're going to keep your home on the market forever and a day, or it just won't sell at all. So make sure that you understand this correctly. Okay, getting comparable comps are going to be the way that you do this. This is not based off of your opinion or your emotions on what you want. It goes by data. So what you have to do is you're going to need at least 3 comparable properties that have sold within the last 6 months that are similar to yours. Similar in square footage, bed, bath, garage, as much as possible, and reflective of the same or similar condition. Um, Basically, 1 story for 1 story, 1,300 for 1,300 square foot, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, pretty much identical. You're going to make sure that these properties have sold that are within a quarter-mile radius of your property. And again, 6 months data and no more than that, because the market changes and an appraiser won't validate those if they're more than 6 months for your buyer. So one of the ways you can do that is you can use Zillow. They have some type of marketing there, but I don't really recommend that. I recommend you get this done. You can probably get it done for free from a realtor friend that can provide you with the comps, but make sure you validate the comps and they follow that same criteria that I discussed. If you get stuck, worst case, you hire an appraiser. They'll come out there, do it, and that's about in between $400 and $600. That's step number 1, determining the price. Make or break you right there. Step number 2 is marketing and getting your contract together. I recommend that you get a contract. You can get some of the information that you need for a real contract online, but you're gonna probably want to have an attorney review it to make sure that your behind is covered. Okay. Things that are going to be important for your marketing are to have a 2-year roof certification. Highly recommend that, because if your home is older than 7 years, your buyer is going to request it anyway. This gets you into a position of negotiating in a position of confidence rather than trying to deal with it later. You're going to want to clear Section 1 pest report. You can look that up online and see what that is. I highly recommend, if it is vacant, that you stage it. Your first impression is your last impression. Don't get it wrong there. You can actually hire a realtor to put it in the MLS just for MLS entry. Okay, you don't have to pay them any real fees. They might have like a service charge of some sort, but you can get the exposure by putting it on the MLS and also Zillow for almost nothing. You're going to get with a title company. You can just find that local. Anybody that's reputable within your local area, close to where you live, is going to be beneficial for you. Okay. If you're going to use staging, that's advisable. Also to do the professional pictures. I can't overemphasize this enough. I personally use Tour Factory because they do great virtual tours, and then they syndicate it out to everybody and their brother on the market on the World Wide Web. So it reaches just about everybody that you need to have it reach to. And I'll leave you some links and show you what that actually looks like. That's a great source or tool that you're going to want to use, because again, your first impression could be your only impression. And people look at pictures all day long. They look at Google. They look at pictures on the MLS and so forth. So you're going to want to put your best foot forward and don't take any shortcuts there. The third step is going to be to hire a transaction coordinator, somebody that's going to help you with the paperwork. you're not going to know what you're doing. So hire somebody. They're online. You can get that done there. They cost about $400 to provide you with the paperwork that's necessary to make sure that you are providing all the legal forms. You don't want to leave anything out because you are totally responsible for it. That's one of the downsides of selling the home by yourself, is that you're totally responsible. Okay, something go wrong or you fail to disclose something, you will be sued to kingdom come. Okay, the thing that I'm going to emphasize here is to disclose, disclose, disclose. As is doesn't mean that they need to find out. If you know something that is wrong with your property, and it has an effect on price or condition, you need to disclose it. Okay, you can negotiate all of the closing costs and split them right down the middle. The buyer can pay their own buyer's agent commission. You don't have to pay for that. Okay. Step number 4 is you're going to need to vet the buyer and their lender. You're going to need to make sure that the buyer has a recent pre-qualification or pre-approval within the last 30 days. Check the name and make sure that that person exists. I'll also leave some links in the description so you can check that. Also, you're going to want to check the validity of the lender themselves. There's a lot of scam lenders out there that say they're going to do something and then they don't. Normally, your buyer is going to be what they call an FHA loan buyer. That process takes about 30 to 45 days for a close, so look for that. The same with a VA loan. A conventional loan is even better. They can close escrow within 21 to 30 days. Okay, so these are the steps that you're going to need to take if you want to sell for sale by owner. If you're looking to sell your home fast for cash, just give me a call at 916-300-7962 or go to my website, darrenbuysHomesCash.com. Thank you.